Hello, another day, another time, a book club. So this time, Who Moved My Cheese? Spencer Johnson. So, Who Moved My Cheese? This book I was given as a gift, I think in 2008 from my tax accountant in a German version. And I was just having it sitting on a shelf. I did not read it. I was like, what the heck? Who moved my cheese? I don't know. Funny enough, I'm loving cheese, although my stomach is not so happy about it. But lactose free, that works. And then I read the book in German, and I was thinking like, yeah, not my book. In terms of, I like it from the content, but I was already living most of my life in this scenario of moving on before it's getting problematic. I always like to be ahead of the game and learning skills before they are fully necessary. I gave this book to a few people and some of them really liked it. Main takeaway, not to be too spoiler, the story is excellent, but the main takeaway is, if you are happy in the here and now, and there's some scarcity in your life, in some scarcity probably or external pressure in the here and now, just like you're an employee, you have a good working scenario, but there's a ceiling and there's borders on the side and on the bottom, and you basically are having your playground and it's set in a certain way. Then this safety, on the other hand, is exactly the point to have a look to on where to move on in the future. And therefore, it is for some people like the push to leave the comfort zone, because usually when you leave the comfort zone, the magic happens. So in this case here, the few phrases which have been written in the beginning. I mean, it's just you open the book and you have the phrases. Let me get some part of this. Most of them are for his other books, but the part here is for Who Moved My Cheese. They have even more. And here's like from Peter F. Drucker, Management Center, and it's written by David A. Heenan, I hope I pronounced that right, which is a board member. Every once in a while a book comes along that opens a door to the future. This book has had that effect on me. There's also one from the Whirlpool Corporation, from Joan Banks, Performance Effectiveness Specialist. As soon as I finished reading this, I ordered copies to help us deal with the relentless changes we face, from being on changing teams to developing new markets. There's a quote which I really like from Michael Morley, Senior Vice President of Eastman Kodak. This book is a simple, understandable roadmap for us to use as we deal with our own individual circumstances around change. And I think the last year, and even nowadays with COVID and everything around it, we are facing so many changes. And in my company, that holds true as well. Working in restaurant business, there have been massive changes over the last year and the last weeks. And therefore, I truly embrace this thought that this book is a help for those moments when you feel like the pressure of change is pouring on you. Another interesting perspective, and that comes back to the storytelling part, which I said before, is from Randy Harris, former vice chairman of Merrill Lynch International. Spencer Johnson's unique insights and storytelling make this a rare book that can be read and understood quickly by everyone who wants to do well in these changing times. And if we think about it, in these changing times, especially the version I'm holding in my hand here right now, it's Vermilion London. I mean, even if you just like look at the typing, the typography, you understand where this book is coming from. And also here, and probably you can see it, else I will read it out. This is a copyright from 1998. Just keep that in mind, that's 23 years. So 23 years ago, someone was saying, and I mean, probably it's even included in the original version, which would be 1988. Changing times, 1988. It's 31 years ago. And there has been this perception and this issue of changing times all over the place, all over the years. It's always been there. I mean, when I was young, there was the changing times of the Iron Curtain topic, the east part of Germany being reunited, etc. I mean, I was already 12. Yeah, 12 when that happened. Yeah, I'm old. And the most important one from the quotes is for everyone who is not just in a business interest here. I can picture myself reading this wonderful story to my children and grandchildren in our family room with a warm fire glowing and they're understanding the lessons. That was from Lieutenant Colonel Wayne Washer, Aeronautical Science Center, Patterson Air Force Base. And this holds true for me as well. Not that I want to read it out to the kids and grandchildren, etc., but when I read it or share the story of the insights or even just the book with other people, I have this kind of feeling that this storytelling inside gives us kind of warmth. And I really embrace it here. There's another quote from Robert Burns inside. He was born 1759 till 1796. The best laid schemes, O mice and men, often go astray. And right now you are watching a YouTube video. I think in my other videos I talked about all the plans and the planning inside of videos go astray. But I think, and I'm sure you have your plans going astray in your life. If you want to share a story, leave it down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you want to hear more of my book reviews and short insights, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more coming this next week. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.